Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Banish the Doubt, Live Your Best Life. Today, I want to talk about our personal history. It's a principle that I heard about recently, and it is very, very important that we must give up our personal history if we want to attract into our life the conditions, the people, the circumstances that we feel are the best for us. Carlos Castaneda, he once said, "This one thing, this one and only thing that I have done," he said, "along with giving up drinking, has been the best decision of my life." Giving up our personal history. I have some bullet points here that I felt would really help to kind of drive this home. It says here, the ego The ego refers to thoughts as my own or as mine. Our personal history, I like to refer to it as bags of manure or a bag of manure that we carry around. So we don't even realize that on an unconscious level, we actually bond ourselves to these wounds of the past. And we don't even realize we're doing it. It's one of the it's almost like a stimulus that has us react to situations rather than respond. You've heard me say this in other videos, learning how to respond versus reacting to situations. You heard me mention the other day in a video about there was a traffic jam recently here in New York, and two guys decided that their ego were so hurt that they decided to get out of their car and actually have a fist fight. Now, I know most of you watching this, you think that is absolutely ludicrous, and it is. But it, to me, that is in that moment, those are the two men whose personal history, okay, they were living in that. Because, like Carlos Castaneda said, if I don't have a story, then I don't have a story to live up to. So think about that. If we don't have a story inside of us, then we don't have one to live up to. But what we do is we carry this stuff around with us. We bond to these old wounds and these hurts from the past. And then every once in a while, we'll reach in, like this fight, into this bag of manure, right? And we're going to smear it all over us. And we wonder why our life kind of smells. Well, what, you know? So we don't understand that this is what we're doing. What we have to learn to do is to let go. We let go of the past, that personal story, that personal history. The personal history is the wake. Alan Watts once spoke about the wake being the wake of a boat. The boat it's a metaphor. So the boat is our life and it's traveling up a lake, let's say at 40 knots. And metaphorically, we're standing at the stern or the back of the boat and we're looking down at the wake. The wake does not power the boat or our life. It's merely a trail that is left behind. But our personal history is the wake. The present energy or the now is what drives the boat. So giving up our personal history, then what we want to do is we want to merge into the now. We want to live in this present moment right now. We want our thoughts to be as much as we can in this moment now. We let's say this glove here. I want to say that this glove here represents our past, our personal history. Now, you can't just place it right here and say, okay, I'm giving it up because it's always there. We're always going to look back at it. We're always going to connect to it or reconnect to it. What we want to do is we want to take it, we want to embrace the past, we want to understand it, we want to accept it because it's why we're here now in this moment. We understand we had to go through that past in order to get here. And the evidence for that is that we did. So we take it, we embrace it, we accept it, and then we toss it away. And we learn to merge into the moment, into this now moment. We learn to respond versus react. We learn to not be emotionally attached to events that take place in our life. We start to become more aware of what's going on in our life. And we start to, and as we do this, guys, as you'll do this, and I can attest to this personally, we start to see ourselves or our past, our personal history, or who we used to be inside other people, on how they react versus respond to situations. And we start to understand, we start to see the hurt in those people, the bag of manure that I talk about. And we start to look at them from a different perspective. We understand what they're going through because we went through that maybe. Maybe it's something similar. Okay. And we really learn to understand them and we focus on what it is that we want to attract into our life. And you're going to start to notice serendipity start taking place. Things start happening because the body actually starts to heal as well because we're not carrying all that negativity around. We're operating at higher levels of energy because everything in the world, guys, everything, this computer, my sweater, myself, everything in this room vibrates. There's an energy attached to everything. And as we start to understand and let go of our past, we start to climb up, we start to move up these levels of energy, this energetic level. We start operating at higher levels of vibration. Dr. David Hawkins talks a lot about this in the book, Power versus Force. Power is our inner power. It's not ego. Power to the ego is more, I'm stronger than you. Internally, that's where our power is. Our power here is in us, internally inside of us. Like I explained to my son, if you ever saw the movie Braveheart, in the beginning of the movie, a young, I forget the character's name, Mel Gibson's character in the name, the young boy's uncle takes him and trains him and says to him, first, we learn to become strong here in our mind. So today's message, guys, is learning to understand, appreciate, accept, and then get rid of our personal history. Get help with this if you need to. But it makes a tremendous difference in our life once we learn that we are not attached. We no longer identify ourselves with the old wounds of the past, the old hurts, the old wounds. We learn to get rid of it and we start to operate at different levels. So that's my message to you guys today. Have a wonderful day. As always, feel free to comment down below and like this video, share it, and also hit the notification bell so that you'll be receiving more and more of these videos as I make them. Have a wonderful day, guys.